Who is there?
Oney Judge, open this door.
My name is Ona Staines. I am married now, and I will not open this door until you tell me who you are.
Burwell Bassett. I am nephew to Martha Washington, your owner. I have come to fetch you home. Now open up.
Mr. Bassett, I am home. I am free now, and I choose to remain so.
No, you are a runaway slave. Mrs. Washington treated you well, let you live in her house, wear fine clothes, eat well. And then you betray her by running away. And for what? This?
Some of what you say is true. They did treat me well. They cared for all their property. The house, the land, their furniture, their pigs, their slaves. I am not a piece of property, Mr. Bassett, no matter how well I am cared for.
And think of your child, Oney. She looks poorer than any slave child at Mount Vernon. She looks hungry. She will never be hungry under your master. She will be well cared for.
Until she is sold off or given away as a gift to some other master, as they plan to do with me. Now please leave. You've said your piece.
Now see here, woman. I have tried to reason with you. I'm sure you are aware of the Fugitive Slave Act, which President Washington himself signed into law. That law states that I can have you dragged back to Mount Vernon, and your child as well.
I know the law, sir. But President Washington has known where I am for some time. He chooses not to use that law because he knows people will think poorly of him. Instead, he tries to take me back in secret, and that is why you are here.
You are nothing but a disobedient, ungrateful slave. Well, you and the child will return to Mount Vernon. On that point, I assure you.
Once again, the President and Mrs. Washington wanted to end the freedom I worked so hard for. There now. I did not want my child to be a slave. 10 years earlier, in 1789, I had no choice. I had to leave my mother, my family, and all that I knew.
Look at them, Nellie. Look at the sorrow that our leaving has caused them.
They love you, Grandmama. They do not wish to see you go. Why, you were like a mother to them all, each and every one.
They do love us. But we have a long journey ahead of us. We are to attend to your grandpapa. Think of it, Nellie. He has led us in battle, and now he will lead us in peace. Come, child. I believe it is time for us to go.
Everything will be fine, all right? You know how much Mrs. Washington has come to rely on you.
I do not want to leave you, Mama. How can they tear us apart like this?
Only child, we're slaves. What we want is of little importance to them.
But I have never been apart from you. How will I know if something happens to you? What if you get sick?
Listen to me. We have no say in this. But think about it. You are going north. this will be a chance for you. I believe that you will be free someday, but not today. You must be smart, and for now, you must be strong.
I love you, Mama.
You remember what I told you now? Be smart and be strong. I love you.
So I had to leave, not knowing when I would ever see my mother again. We traveled to New York City to live in the executive mansion. Less than 2 years later, Congress moved the seat of the new government to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Elizabeth, I simply cannot do this. I cannot get this stitch to hold. Oney, dear, show me what I'm doing wrong.
Miss Elizabeth Langdon, I am so pleased that your father and you have come to visit. Take your ease. Now, girls, I have the most wondrous news. Nellie, your sister Betsy, is to be wed.
Truly, Grandmama. Mr. Law has asked for her hand.
Indeed. They shall be wed quite soon.
How wonderful. Oh, and I know just the gift that we could give the happy couple. Betsy has always loved the chest of drawers that you and Grandpapa gave me. Perhaps the local carpenter can make one even grander for her.
It's a perfect gift, Nellie.
What else do you think you will give them, Lady Washington?
I know. I know just the thing. I shall give her my Oney.
Oney? Oh, of course. But, Grandmama, you rely upon her yourself. Surely you could not part with her.
It is true. So they will have Oney after my death.
Oh, don't speak of such things, Grandmama.
What will Betsy think? You should dress Oney up in bright colors when you go to tell Betsy of your plans.
It's a splendid idea. We shall look for a suitable gown for her right away. Nellie, I believe it is time to buy you a new pair of shoes.
So, I was to be made a gift, like a piece of furniture or a pair of shoes. I was deeply hurt and resented being handed over to Betsy, who I knew was spoiled and unkind. That moment changed everything for me. Philadelphia? It felt like another world. All around me, there were free black men and women. There were few enslaved people compared to Virginia. There was a school where black children, even some enslaved children, were taught to read and write. It made me wonder why I could not be free.
Good to see you again, Oney. How may I help you today?
Good day, Mr. Williams. Mrs. Washington told me that you were finished with the shoes that I dropped off last week.
Mary, Oney is here for her shoes. Bring them, please.
Your wife's handiwork is very fine.
Indeed it is. Mary makes more money than I do, but I hear your work is mighty fine, too.
You are both fortunate to be free. I wish I was free to live and work where I choose, instead of being given away as a gift.
Oney, you have been here in Philadelphia for some time now, have you not? Nigh on 2 years?
Yes?
Pennsylvania law states that any slave brought to the state must be freed after 6 months.
But Mrs. Washington has never said anything.
Why would she?
But if it's the law.
Some masters fool the law. They take their slaves out of state before the full 6 months and bring them back later. Have you stayed here for more than 6 months at a time? A full 6 months, mind you.
I suppose not. I have never thought about it.
Well, it is clear that the president has thought about it. Once you leave the state, the law starts counting those 6 months all over again.
I cannot believe it.
Hello, Oney. Here are your shoes. You should try them on before you go.
No, Mary. These are Miss Nellie's shoes. I recognize them.
Well then, listen to what this note from Mrs. Washington says. Mr. Williams, my granddaughter Nellie has just received a new pair of shoes. I will give these shoes to my servant, Oney. Please resole them and do what you can to make them as good as new. I will have her pick them up next week. M. Washington. Well, Mrs. Washington must think well of you.
Not enough to free her.
Be quiet, husband. We don't need your wisdom.
No. No, he is right. They may be fine shoes, but they might as well be chains. I am a slave. They own me just as they own these shoes. My mama died last year, but I still remember what she told me a long time ago. She said there would be a chance for me when I came up north. She told me to be smart. I believe that time is here.
How can we help?
We leave for Mount Vernon in a few days. This is my best chance, because soon we will return to Virginia.
Oney, this is dangerous thinking. Are you sure?
I plan to be gone before they realize it. In 2 days' time, they will be busy entertaining guests at dinner. They will not notice when I leave.
If you are certain, you will need help.
We can introduce you to some of our friends, including a captain known to provide passage for those in need of a discreet way out of Philadelphia City. But you mustn't speak about this to anyone. We all could be punished if we are discovered.
I'm sorry to put you in danger. You are true friends.
Oney, I remember the bells ringing when I was a child. It was here, in this very city, when we first heard the words. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. And I believe them to be true. All, every one of us. And there are many others who feel the same.
Who is there?
Mrs. Staines, my name is Cyrus Bruce, Senator Langdon's butler. The senator sent me over to warn you. It is Mr. Bassett, ma'am. He plans on coming before the dawn tomorrow morning to take you and your daughter.
What?
You heard right. Mr. Bassett is staying at the senator's house. Bassett said that since he cannot convince you to go with him, he was going to grab you and drag you back. Senator Langdon thinks that's wrong.
All Mr. Bassett shall find is an empty house.
Where will you go at this hour?
I've spoken to some friends about this possibility. They have helped many a runaway slave and are willing to help me.
You be careful, Mrs. Staines. If Mr. Bassett catches up with you, for sure your back will be bloody by his whip.
Thank the senator for me. And Cyrus, may I ask another favor?
Certainly.
My husband is at sea. When he returns, please tell him what happened. But let no one else know.
Yes.
Mr. Bassett underestimated my desire to be free. So there I was, once again preparing to flee with help from friends, just like I did 3 years earlier in Philadelphia. And now, as then, I had to be very careful. No one could know of my quest for freedom.
Oney, are you anxious to leave for Mount Vernon?
Yes, madam. I mean, no. That. I just thought that I should pack my things now, as soon I will be busy packing Miss Nellie's things.
I am anxious to be home too. I am fond of it here, but my heart yearns for Mount Vernon. Do you not feel the same?
I suppose so.
What is wrong? Oh, my dear child. You are now worried about the day that I am gone. And then you will have to go and live with Betsy.
Yes, madam.
I am in perfectly good health. I will live much longer. Let us not think about it. Now, I must go and see that all is in readiness for our guests this evening.
You belong to the Washingtons, but I do not. Tonight, you will stay here, and I will walk away as a free woman.
Do you have everything you need?
Yes, but only my belongings. I will not start off on the path of freedom by being accused of theft.
Know this. When you leave, there will be no turning back.
I know, but this is my choice, not the Washingtons.
You will forever be a fugitive. You must understand that while you may be free, you will rarely know peace.
Nothing will endanger my heart and soul more than remaining a slave. I shall know a deeper peace, a peace that I have never known. Thank you.
Who is out there? Speak your name.
'Tis Oney Staines, Mr. Warner. I need your help, please. Please open up.
Phyllis, come in here. Tis Oney Staines.
Ona, what happened? President Washington sent a man named Bassett after me. We got out just in time.
Don't worry. You and Eliza are safe here. Just warm by the fire, okay?
Do you think it wise for her to stay here? Maybe we should find somewhere else for her to spend the night.
Jack Warner, what has melted your nerve like a candle? We have never turned away a runaway, let alone a friend.
Her master is no ordinary man. He was the president. The law plainly is on his side. If we are caught, we could lose everything.
Well, the law may be on his side, but folks might not think too highly of President Washington. If he were to drag a woman and a child from freedom,
I scarcely believe 3 years after she fled, they are still after her. How did they find her in the first place?
Ona? Ona?
Oney? Oney, is that you? Oney! Why, Oney Judge, it is you! Wait! What on earth are you doing here?
I ran away, miss.
Ran away? Why would you run away from such an excellent place?
I wanted to be free, missus. I wanted to learn to read and write. Please excuse me. I have to go.
That was how they found me. Elizabeth Langdon, Nellie's friend, wrote to the Washingtons, telling them that I was in Portsmouth. I do not resent what she did, since it was her father, the senator, who warned me about Mr. Bassett.
At last, Martha, 'tis good news.
Heavens, what is it?
We have found the girl. Oney has been seen by Senator Langdon's daughter in Portsmouth, New Hampshire.
Oh, my dear old man. How soon can we collect her? And who are you going to send? And can it be sent today?
I will look into it. Perhaps Secretary Walcott can be persuaded to help us in this matter.
Why do you hesitate? Does not the Fugitive Slave Act say that we can collect her? Why can it not be done immediately?
It can. It's just that I don't want to... This matter must be managed with discretion. I have been entangled in this debate on slavery. I don't want more attention drawn to this matter unless it must. As Secretary of the Treasury, Walcott can communicate to his collections officer and have him apprehend her.
Well, I pray then it is done quickly. I still do not understand why she left us. Has she no love for me? No loyalty?
Oney has been treated more as a child than as a servant. And she has repaid that kindness with ingratitude. But this is a private matter. It must be managed discreetly.
Dear Sir, enclosed is the name and description of the girl.
One moment, Miss Judge.
What may I do for you?
Mr. Whipple, sir, your message said that you may have some sewing work that I might help with.
Yeah, well, yes, Oney. I hear tell that you are having trouble getting work. Is that right?
Yes, sir. But it is not on account of my skill. I am having trouble because I'm new here to Portsmouth
And you are a runaway slave of the President of the United States of America. Am I correct?
Perhaps. But if I could show you samples of my work, you will see it.
No, Miss Judge, I have it on best authority that you are a particularly talented seamstress.
Truly, sir. Who has said such kind words about me?
Well, none other than President Washington himself. Calm yourself, Oney. I did not call you here to take you back by force, but I must be truthful and tell you that I did not ask you here to give you work.
Then why am I here, sir?
President Washington knows where you are, and they want you back.
Sir, I left because I no longer want to be a slave. I want to be free. I would rather suffer death than return to slavery.
I understand the concept of freedom for the Negro, Oney. But it seems to me that you were better off when you were a slave.
No one is better off as a slave, Mr. Whipple. I did not have to be whipped to understand the pain and humiliation of being property. I was to be a gift, sir, a gift, as if I was a book or a chair. I had no say, no choice. I will not allow that to happen to any children I may have.
Your thirst for freedom has moved me. Tell me, under what circumstances would you consider returning to Mount Vernon?
Freedom, sir. That is what I want. Freedom for me and any child of mine.
If you were to return under your own free will, would you then trust me enough to petition the President on your behalf?
I have little hope they would agree to such terms.
I do. Now, would you be willing to return on a ship that leaves today? If you agree, I will write the President immediately.
If you say the Washingtons will agree, then perhaps I will make ready.
Excellent. But do not tell your friends. And I will see you on board. You will not regret this.
I thank you, sir. I am certain I will not.
Good day, Miss Judge.
Mr. Whipple seemed sincere in his desire to help me, but I decided not to risk losing my freedom and did not board the ship. Thankfully, Mr. Whipple did not try to arrest me, and I remained in New Hampshire. He was not the only one that was disappointed.
I regret that the attempt you made to restore the girl should have been attended with so little success. To enter into such a compromise with her as she suggested to you is totally inadmissible.
So now, will you simply send someone to fetch her?
By force?
By whatever means possible. You do not understand that every day that she is gone tears in my heart.
Mrs. Washington, I am the President of the United States of America. Am I to be known for dragging a woman from her house? Whipple believes that the people of Portsmouth might very well sympathize with her cause. Surely we can do without one slave.
No! No, my dear old man, I cannot and I will not. She has lived in my home. She has waited on me personally. As you said, you are the President. Why don't you get her back?
Patsy, we cannot incite a mob or create a riot in our attempt to get Oney back. I will follow my own counsel in this matter.
I understand. Forgive me.
So you see, Reverend Adams,
Despite all of President Washington's efforts, I was able to avoid capture. After he died in 1799, they never troubled me anymore. I have prevailed.
Prevailed? To be honest, ma'am, I'm saddened at your current conditions. This poor, cold house. I assumed you would have been better cared for, and not so...
Poor? Alone? Worn? 'Tis true, Reverend. That is what I am. All of my family, my mother, brothers, husband, all of my children are long dead. It has been a hard life.
It seems you have had to work so much harder.
I was good at sewing, but it was not easy for a free black woman to find work here in New Hampshire. While I was a slave, I never had to worry about food, shelter, clothing. I even had a pair of fine ladies' shoes. But instead, I chose to be free.
So you never really were sorry about your decision to run away?
Not a day. My life has been very hard. But you see, Reverend Adams, it has been my life. Mine. No one owns me. I am free and forever will be. And that is worth more than any comfort or luxury on earth. I am Oney Judge Staines. I am free and have, I trust, been made a child of God by the means.